What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. We are here yet again for another weekly review. We're going to be looking at all of our strategies, our performance this week, and doing some reflecting and looking at the market for the future and what we can expect. All right. So we had some pretty good trades throughout the week. It was actually over a 200-point week, which is extremely rare. So for those of you who don't trade futures, 200 points on futures is roughly $10,000 a contract. So really couldn't ask for anything better than that. Just had one losing day this week, which is expected. You know, we usually lose at least one day a week, and that's kind of normal when you trade. So let me break it all down for you guys step by step. All right. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, who do we have in the building? Chemist Nate, Shane, Caladil, Briggs, Greg, Glenn, Corey, Orgel, Dex, One Story a Day, Dan, Andy, Lourdes, Thomas, Shane, Shannon, Ernesto, Ramon, Trading Wars Army in the building. Mayan Trader, what's going on, brother? Cecilia, Trading Wars Army. Junior, Jimmy, Johnny, what's going on? Good to see you guys. All right, my friends. Okay, so we're going to be doing some giveaways, so just make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video, and I'll hit you guys with the giveaways as I always do every week. Let's go ahead and let's start off with Monday, and we'll get right into it. So I'm going to go hit the replay right here. This is Monday morning right there. We are going to hit the replay. Okay. So on Monday morning, guys, we went for 40 points on the short trigger and 100 points on the double fib. Really couldn't ask for a better day than this. So let me walk you through everything. So the first thing we want to do is draw the previous day's low and the previous day's high. Okay, so there's our low and there is our high. So what we're going to do right now here, my friends, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our triggers. Okay, so SPY, and we're going to go to the trigger trade. So the first thing that we had was a trigger trade on Monday morning. So right here, it's 11th and the 10th. Okay, so our short was 36179. So I'm gonna go ahead in here and I'll draw it for you in red. So 361 right there, 79. Let me put this in red coordinates. All right. So what exactly is this? Well, triggers are essentially just levels that we play off of. Okay. So the short trigger is a level where you want to short. So if it breaks this red line, I want to short. Okay. It's just one line. It's a very simple strategy. It's one of my go-tos that I use a lot, especially with automated trading, because you can easily automate this the night before, and it's just really easy to execute it throughout the day. All right, so here we go. First 5-minute bar comes in right there. So you can see we opened just a little bit above the trigger. So what I did is I just waited to see how would we react, because notice we're still opening inside of the previous day's range. So the high is up there and the low is down there. So because of that, I'm just going to wait and see and be a little bit patient. Okay. So we had the first 3 candles came in like this. Okay. And we could easily see here that we had a movement towards the downside, right? So you can see here's our high, here's our low. All right. So off of these 3 candles, what's the first strategy that we can use? What do you guys think? So let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of analysis. Okay. So we have 3 candles here. We can see that the first direction of the day is to the downside. So how can we play this? All right. And for those of you that have the book and want to follow along, this is what we call the impulsive leg, page 7. Okay. So the impulsive leg, the first impulse of the day was to the downside. All right. So how do we play this? What do we do, guys? Well, the first thing we do here is we can take a Fibonacci retracement, right? Because we have a clear direction. So we go ahead here. We take our Fibonacci from our high to our low like this. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to set this up for just the 618 basic right there. Right. And then our next candle comes in right there. Okay. So watch this closely, guys. So we come back up. Okay. I want you to really try to understand this concept. Okay. So we have a push down. Right. So we see, the first direction of the day was to the downside. We started off at 364.21, ended up at 362. So now the algorithms, the bears, the puts, they don't want to short down here. The smart money doesn't want to short down there. Okay. Why would the smart money not want to short down there? What do you guys think? The smart money does not want to short here because the puts are going to be expensive. and they already missed the move. So what do they do instead? They go ahead and they wait for the 618. This is 61.8% of this move. So you're basically getting this for 61.8% discount. It's a discount. All right. So we come in here. So we shorted here on the 61.8 guys, and then we rolled over, boom, right there. We hit the short trigger at the same time, and then we crushed right through into the previous day's low. So that right there, guys, that's what we call system stacking. So we had the fib pulled back in, we got the trigger, took it down, right? So that's A+. That's an A+ way to start Monday morning. So let me just go ahead. I just want to show you the live commentary just so you guys know that we do this live every single day. None of this is in hindsight. All of these calls I'm showing you guys are live every single morning. Okay, so right here, let me go to October 10th. All right, so you could see here, short trigger, that was the 11th, sorry, right here. So the 10th, okay? So 2 minutes ago, who's ready? Going to pass on the orb, game plan, fibs, and triggers. And you can see right here, our trigger short came in, and trigger trades, trailing stop loss is now 36217. No greed trigger, lock in some profits, and moving stop loss to break even. So we had the trigger short that came in right around here, guys, right in the morning time. And then we also had the fib. So I just want to show you the Fibonacci as well. We draw the fibs live. It's because for some new traders, it's a little bit difficult to see this. Okay, so here you go. So there was the first bar of the day. There was the second bar. And then there was the third bar. Our retracement right there, guys. Very, very clean. Okay. All right. So we got that short trigger. We got that fib. We got the short trigger right here. Came through the previous day's low. And then we had one more play on the day right here. I'm just going to get rid of this. So if I take the Fibonacci now from the high to the low, this is the full move. This is the afternoon leg. You can see, watch that, guys. You see how beautiful that is? Those are the stuff that makes me wake up in the middle of the night and just be so amazed with how these markets move. We come exactly to the 618 again, and then we just roll over into a new low. And it was just impressive. I have to say it was very impressive. And just notice at both of the 618 inflection points. So if I go from high to low here, at this 618, we had an inverted hammer. And at this 618, if I go from high to low for the full afternoon, we also had this outside bar. So we had candlestick confirmations right here. Candlestick confirmation, page 48. So I would say that Monday was a very, very, very nice day. Very, very good day because it was clean. The algo was there in the morning. It took the pullbacks and broke it down to new lows, and the trigger came in, hit it really, really hard. So off of those plays, guys, short trigger 40 points. The 618, the double fib was 100 points in total. So that's 140 points. That's $7,000 per contract. And that's just the power of the fibs. Okay. And what I'm going to do at the end of the stream, I'm going to show you the last 20 fib trades. We have a small account challenge going. I'm going to show you how they perform. So make sure you stick around. Okay. All right. So that was Monday. And as you guys know, I like to hit it 2 or 3 trades and that's it. I don't like to go more than that because anytime you trade, more than 2 or 3 times, you put yourself up for over trading, which is a real risk in trading. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. But that being said, what I like to do is when we get these shorts up here, guys, when we get these puts up here, we like to just hold on to a piece of them, or even if you're trading the contracts, just hold on to a piece, because actually the puts from this point actually went for, I think this one I think went for about 200%, and this one I believe was 400 or 500%. So if you caught the puts on the first morning leg on Monday, those went for 400%. So that's not the only banger we had this week. We had another one on Thursday, but I'm going to get there. All right. Just hit me with a 10 if you guys are good to go with Monday. Did that make sense, my friends? And then we're going to go ahead and move on to Tuesday, which is right there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move our lows. I'm going to get rid of this low, high right there. Get rid of this and we'll go ahead. All right. Okay. So right now I'm on the 5-minute chart, brother. You can see that in the top left right there. Okay. All right. So I can go on to Tuesday now. So Tuesday we had a short trigger, 20 points, as well as a morning leg with a Holy Grail confirmation. And we had some fractals. So total 30 points, $1,500. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and break this down to you now, how we did Tuesday. So same thing on Tuesday. We actually had the trigger. which was an early play in the day. And, the triggers were on fire at the beginning of the week. So, it's a little bit streaky, but at the same time, it's a very reliable trade that I like to use a lot. It's not gonna, it's not a big home run. Like the fibs are always going to be home run trades because you're getting such a deal, right? And but the trigger is more like, okay, give me a safe trade in and out, make my money and disappear. All right. So here we go. So we're here on Tuesday morning. So the red line was my short trigger. And if I go ahead here to the 1 minute chart, you'll be able to see this clearly. Okay. So we hit the short trigger right at the open here, guys. Right at the open, we filled it. And I was letting everybody know, make sure your orders are ready. You can set the orders before the open. So when it opens, you get filled. So we got filled. We did a little bit of a retest right here, and then we collapsed down. So this was really, really nice short trigger at the open. Okay, so very, very nice. We came in, filled it, broke right down. That's what we want to see. We want to fill our red line short. We want to come and tackle the previous day's low. We want to trail our stop loss, and then we wanted to see it break through. And as it breaks through, we want to cover. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you that live commentary right there. Right here. All right. So this is on Tuesday morning. Our short trigger is 358.32, and we might fill that right at the open. So be ready. Right on the short trigger, guys, be ready. So I'm just letting everybody know, guys, it's going to get filled. Short trigger filled. You see that at 9:30 a.m. we were filled. And I want to see an immediate sell-off here, target one. Then that send the red. Here we go. Target hit, beauty, going to break even now. Yesterday's low broken, guys. Let's cover some. So really nice. Really, really nice. I couldn't ask for a better start to the week. Very, very good. And then from there, what you'll see is now we go back to our fibs. Okay, so we take our Fibonacci again from our high to our low. There was our 618 rejection right there. And we also had the Holy Grail confirmation here. So the Holy Grail, what it is one of my free patterns. I'll go ahead and I'll link that in the chat so you guys can add that to your chart. But essentially, it's a consolidating pattern that I like to use. So not only did we have the retracement, but we had this consolidating Holy Grail pattern. So if you want to play the candlestick, then all you need to do right here, guys, is short below this inside bar and put the stop loss at the top like that. And then we rolled right over there. Very, very nice. Okay. So those are my two plays in the morning. We had the afternoon leg a little bit later, which we blew right through. And then from there, we started getting these patterns. And this is what I wanted to discuss, these fractal patterns. So the yellow highlight is the Holy Grail and the blue highlight is the Nirvana. They're basically just the opposite of each other, okay? And the Holy Grail is a part of the free indicators and the Nirvana is a part of my books. So if you get any one of my 3 books, you'll get the Nirvana for life, all right? It's a lifetime access. But basically, I like these patterns because I found that they do have an edge in terms of just trading them as simple patterns. So you can see we had the Nirvana here. We broke the high of the outside bar. We pushed right up. We had another one, broke the high again, and we pushed right up, okay? So I love using those patterns. You can also just do that if you want to play from a simple candlestick approach, okay? And what you guys should do is take the Holy Grail and the Nirvana, go look at anything, go look at anything, go look at Tesla, go look at, here's Tesla right here. Look at this is the one we did on Friday. We did a live trade and we shorted this one on YouTube. Go check that out, guys. Check out these Holy Grails. You'll see that they're pretty accurate and they give a decent trading opportunity. And the reality is with a 50-60% win rate, guys, you can make a lot of money. So don't get confused in thinking that you need to be 100% accurate because that is obviously the lies of this industry. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about risk to reward at the end. All right. So here we go. All right. So that's pretty much it for Tuesday. Those are the trades I took in the morning. Hit me with a 5 if you guys are good to go there. And we're going to move on to Wednesday. All right. And go ahead and drop me a like. If you guys are liking the content, if you like these recaps, my philosophy is to always give everyone my strategies for free. I believe in free education. And for those that want to trade live with me or for those that want to support me, then join the Discord or buy a book. If you want to cut your learning curve down, but you don't need to do that at all. If you don't have the money, if you're struggling, I was struggling in my life before. And before I found trading, and I wouldn't have the money. So I totally understand. All right. But just hit me with a like if you can. And I totally respect and appreciate that. Okay. What else do we say here? All right. Let's continue now. All right. So that was okay. So now we're going on to Wednesday. All right. So remember we had Monday, Tuesday. I should probably Should probably leave these on. 1 second, guys. Let me just leave these on because I need to remember the points. So I need to make sure I remember the points for the end. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just hitting Control Z. So you can do that on TradingView, which is good. All right. All right. So let's put these over to the side now. 140 points on Monday, 30 points on Tuesday, and let's go to Wednesday now. All right. Okay. So here we go. So Wednesday was the 12th right here. Right. And I'm going to go ahead and put my low and my high. And you're going to see on Wednesday, we started off with the short trigger again. The short trigger in this case was a loser. So let me show you how it looks when you have a loser and what you can expect. All right. Meredith Totten, thank you very much for joining the Trading Wars Army, my friend. I very much appreciate you. Let's welcome Meredith with the TW Army Spy and VIP. Thank you very much. All right. And for my Trading Wars Army members, I have something special for you guys at the end. All right. So just hang on, guys. All right. So let's go ahead now. We're going back to Wednesday. So our trigger was the 12th. Go back here. Okay. So 35644. Go ahead and draw that one up. 35644. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll make this red. All right. So there we go. Okay. So you can see on Wednesday morning, we hit our short trigger. We popped right back up. The very next candle came and took us out. So the good news is I was able to just risk one candle on the short trigger. If it had went a little bit lower, I would have been able to tighten my stop. But a loser of about 10 points, which is basically minus 500 bucks. Okay. So this is how it looks when the short trigger doesn't work. So just look, this is how it looks when it works. You see it breaks and it goes through. And then this is how it looks when it doesn't work. It actually touches it and it reverses. All right. So I want to show you both examples here so you know what to expect. All right. Because the trigger is about a 60% win rate over time. So hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. All right. I just want to make sure you guys understand. It's not about every single trade has to be a winner. It's about your risk to reward. And you're going to see with the next trade we took right after that, we're able to double our money and still end the day profitable. And that's what trading is about. Okay. That's what the real trading is about. So here we go. So right after that, you can see here that we clearly had this push up, right? So here's our push up. So we're going to go ahead and take the Fibonacci from the low to the high like this. And then you can see we made a new high. So we just take our anchor higher. So I'm going to show you, this is how you do it in real time. If you continue to make new highs, you continue to move your anchor higher and higher. We came right in here, my friends. We tagged our 618 right there. So let's stop right here for a second. And just hit me with a 5 if you'd be a little bit nervous of taking this long. Or hit me with a 6. Hit me with a 6 if you feel comfortable. So a little things to note about this is we obviously had this push up, right? When we came to the 618, we had this beautiful outside bar, which is also a confirmation candle. Okay, so we had that. And we also had an opposing leg. And some of you guys will have no idea what I'm talking about right now. But this is an advanced strategy that some of my advanced traders use. So if I go here, and I take the Fibonacci from the high to the low right here, you could actually see that we did the 618 on this small, tiny leg, and this one traded to its completion. All right. And in the book right there, that's what we call opposing leg, page 26. So there was a lot of factors going into this 618 right there. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that. Let's let it play out. So you can see we took a little bit of a dip right there. And then if you're playing just the candlestick, notice there's no entry because we never broke the high. But on this hammer, there's where your high breaks. So if you're doing the candlesticks, that's how you would play it. Or if you're doing just the 618, you just enter right here, put the stop loss at the swing low. And then from right there, guys, we popped up, we retested it a little bit. And then finally, we made that new high right there. Okay. And this is where I want to focus on just for a little bit right here. I want to focus on this for a second because right here is where normally people would be buying the breakout. And the reason is because that's what they see in the textbooks. That's what they see with stuff like this. They see this wedge, that breaking out, right? Or they see, they see a lot of different things. And I definitely don't blame anyone for learning this because that's what I did when I first started trading, all these flags and all these things like that, guys. But to be honest with you, over the long run, if you buy these breakouts, you will blow up your account. There's probably a 90% chance you will, because the market loves to punish breakout traders. Breakout traders are FOMO. Right here, this is a FOMO trade, right? If you're getting long here, you missed these dip buys, you missed these fibs, you missed this one, you missed this one. And the market loves to punish the rookies that buy here while the institutions are selling. And if you can see with our fibs, when we make that new high, that's where we're selling our fib. All right. So it's very key to read the price action. And I just want to let you guys know that, because I used to be the guy up here. And I just don't want that to be the case for you guys. I want you guys to learn proper risk to reward. All right. And then from there, guys, you can see we rolled over. We came back to the 618 again. We popped up. And then eventually we just basically went sideways for the rest of the day. All right. So the 618 was such a key level, because you could see every time we came around here, we bounced. And that allowed for a lot of trading opportunities. So let me go ahead in the Discord right here. Let me just go ahead and show you those call outs for the 12th. All right, so here we go. There was the same morning leg I drew for you. And then there was the pullback that we got. And you can see right here in our commentary, pullback now. 786 filled. So we took a 786 as well. So we took the 618 and the 786. I don't recommend new traders taking the 786 just yet. Just focus on the 618 for now. So you can see, okay, here we go, 618 filled long. So we got filled, and then we took a little bit of time, guys, but eventually we got that breakout right over there. All right. Whew. All right. So that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that one on a net basis, about 10 points, $500. Still money, not like the big days we had earlier in the week. You could see the trend, 140 points, 30 points, 10 points. And that's kind of what your trading is going to look like, guys. It's not going to be every single day I'm going to make $1,000 or $10,000. That's not what really happens. You got to take the opportunities that are there and make the best out of them. All right. Hit me with an 8 if you're ready to rock. And we're going to move on to Thursday. Okay. And Thursday was, I would possibly consider Thursday a potential, once in a lifetime, not once in a lifetime. It might be once in a lifetime trading opportunity, just because the way that we moved from this Fibonacci was just something that was nothing short of miraculous. It's hard to describe it, guys. But I know a lot of people just doubled and tripled their accounts on this day. So this was Thursday. So let's go ahead and let's watch Thursday. So you can see we gapped down, right? We had a big gap down, massive gap down. All right. And on this gap down, actually, if we go back to the higher time frames, like the monthly charts, so I have a lot on here. But if we go back to the monthly charts, you'll see that the gap down was actually lining up with one of the major Fibonacci's on the higher time frame. So if I go right there, it was right the 50. So we were right there on the 50. So that's where that gap up had us. Sorry, that gap down had us on Thursday. Okay. So that gap down on Thursday, it attracted more than your regular traders. It attracted large institutions. And you'll see how, when a large institution gets involved, what happens to the chart? What happens to price action? So let's drill right into it. So we had our first 5-minute bar, nice long hammer candle. Our second bar came in there, guys. And then our third made that new high. So on that new high right there, guys, that is where I am focusing. Now I can see we have a direction that is bullish. So from here, what do? The same thing we always do, guys. We go ahead, we take our fib from our low to our high, like this. Okay. And then we just wait for our 618. So there's our 618. We wait for it right there. Bam. So we tagged it one time and we popped right through. So things were looking good, guys. Things were looking great. But I did not expect this, guys. Just look at this. Look at this. Like, it literally started to go off the screen when I was trading it. And I was just like, what is going on, guys? Look at this. Look at this. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that right there, if you want to see the power of the 618 Fibonacci combined with institutions, that is the power right there. So I really would recommend you guys to take a screenshot of this day and just write and just, see that potential, because if you can visualize this potential, guys, one day you'll be able to hit it too. All right. So we have a clown in the chat, some dating app. We will block that. No problem. All right. So on the 618, guys, that masterpiece, it went for 175 points in one day. I do not recall ever seeing that. I honestly don't recall ever seeing that off of a 618. 175 points. And so the only thing was I did do the orb in the morning that I had a little bit of a loser. So I have to deduct that. I lost 8 points on the orb. So you could see I actually shorted off of this first red bar and then it broke the high right there. And I got stopped out for 8 points. And then from there, we were able to switch onto the fib. But looking back at this, if I had just used the 5-minute orb, I would have actually been able to get the orb and the fib. So, what I like to do is I like to test the 3, the 5, and the 15-minute for orbs. And I have all of the data for several years that I've been writing it down in my Excel files. So right now, it seems like the 5-minute is edging a little bit better. So I'm going to be watching them and I might switch back from the 3 to the 5-minute chart. So I just wanted to show you that. This brother right here, Sincere Caller, got 80 points, brother. Congrats. Amazing trade. So in total, 167 points, $8,350, guys, in one day. What a revolutionary day. Go ahead, guys, and hit me with some rockets if you were in that. Hit me with some rockets if you made some gains in that. I know we were spot on. We were spot on that day, and just really grateful because sometimes opportunity comes knocking once, and you just got to be there, and you got to be ready to rock and roll. All right? All right, and then unfortunately, guys, on Friday for me was just a bad day. So I ended up losing 16 points in total. I lost on the opening range breakout, and I lost on the Fibonacci as well. So I'm just gonna be transparent, and I'll walk you guys through that loser, and that was the losing day of the week. Right here, my brother TD McDowell. Welcome to the Trading Wars Army, my brother. Let's welcome TD into the building. Thank you, sir. All right, so I did the same thing on Friday, and I went for the opening range breakout again, and I got trapped up here, guys. And I ended up losing 8 points on the orb right on Friday morning. Actually, before we do that, let me just go ahead and show you the call out for the fib on Thursday. I just want to show you guys that we call it out in real time, okay? So let me just make sure I have the right date. So that's the 14th. So I got to go back one right here. All right, so remember, guys, those were the 3 candles. 1, 2, 3 with the new high. Our 618 was filled right there. And right here, 618 filled long. Okay, so that was at 9:45 on October 13th. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So right off the bat on Friday, I went for the orb. I got hammered with the orbs this week. They did not work well at all this week. So I got hurt. I lost that one, and then I waited here for the fib. You could see we had that push up. So I went ahead again, took our fib from our low to high. Tried that 618 right there, guys, and this one blew right through. Yeah. So I suspect what happened was on Friday, we had a lot of selling from these guys, right? So what I suspect happened on Thursday was everybody that made money, some of them took a little bit and they swinged it, right? So when we started to lose momentum here on Friday, the people that were swing trading, they just closed their position, and then we had this sell off for the rest of the day. Still good trading opportunities. We had this Holy Grail right here on the 5. We had this Holy Grail pattern, and I tried to get in short right here. And if I was able to catch this short, guys, it would have made back up for all the losses on the day, double. But this candle happened so quickly that we were not able to get filled. I wasn't even able to type it in. So that's, a little bit unfortunate. But sometimes that's what happens. So the price action was definitely crazy on Friday. Okay. All right. So So if we go back to here, my friends, 140, 30 is 170, 180 plus 167 minus 8. So let's just say 160. So 170 plus 170 is 340. All right. Somebody do 340 times 50 for me real quick. All right, I'm not pulling out the calculator right now. So somebody hit me with 340 times 50. What is that number? Let's see, our math geniuses. Where are you guys? $17,000. So that was the potential, guys, for the week. That week is these weeks that are happening right now in the stock market are not normal. We don't get 170 point days, 150 point days, 50 point days. We normally get 20 point days, 25 point days. So the reason this is happening is obviously because the market, if we go to the futures chart right now, we can see that the market is in a state of, just look at the size of these candles, right? Look at the size of these candles compared to, back last year, July 21. You see how they're a lot bigger. And the reason is because the market is unsure of where we want to go. There's been only selling happening since the beginning of the year, and a lot of people are liquidating. And then at the same time, a lot of people are trying to buy the dip. And what this creates is the ideal environment for day traders to come and make money. So right now, I am just going ahead, guys, and just trying to push every single day, as long as this volatility continues, to try to make the most possible money as a day trader. Because sometimes what happens when the market is not good for day trading, you have to swing and you have to hold positions. And right now, guys, holding positions is like one of the worst things, because a lot of the times it does the opposite. You buy long, the next day we gap down, or, we gap down, the next day we gap up. It's been like unpredictable. Okay. So there hasn't been a lot of continuation. There's been a lot of fake outs. Hit me with a 7 if that makes sense. All right. So we're just going to keep going and just really take some time. All the traders that are in the Discord, everybody that's trading, whether you're in the Discord or not, just take some time to appreciate this volatility and understand that we have a good opportunity. Let's make the most money we can while we can, because at some point, probably into the end of December, it's gonna dry up again. And then when it dries up, it's gonna be hard. You're not gonna have these days. All right. So let's make the most we can while we can. All right. All right. So what I want to do right now is I just wanted to go ahead and I wanted to do a little bit of a case study with you guys. And a lot of people ask me about certain things, and I'm a real trader. I've done probably 700 trades this year when I combine my SPY trading with my stock trading. I've spent more, like my commissions is probably more than the average person makes in a year. Not trying to be cocky, but I'm just trying to say that I've been doing this. I do this. I live this. I breathe this. Okay. So here we go right here. This is one of the small account challenge, the last 20 trades. So these are all Fibonacci trades. Okay. So just like I showed you, so we had the 618 and we had the 786. So if you want to go ahead and you want to follow along with these small account challenges, you can obviously come into the Discord for the live alerts, but you can also follow my brother right here, TW Dairy. He posts his small account challenges because he's also developing his own style of Fibonacci. So right here, we have the 618 and we have the 786. And I really want to go ahead and share with you the concept of risk management, okay? So for the 618 trades, he had 19 trades, 9 winners and 10 losers. So the win rate is below 50%. On his winners, he made 27 times his money. So R just means whatever you risk. So let's say it's $1,000. So on the winners, he made 27 grand, and on the losers, he lost 10 grand. So he made $17,000 net. Okay. So this is a risk to reward of 3 to 1. So 3 to 1. Okay, guys. So with a risk to reward of 3 to 1, how many trades out of 100 do we need to win? So risk to reward 3 to 1. How many? Right? How many? So we have this in my book. We have this under where do we have this? We have this under, I believe, trading S&P options, and also probably under compounding. Okay, so I have a table on risk management. So I'm not going to open it right now, but you guys go ahead and tell me. So 34, I think, is for 2 to 1 risk to reward. So if you have a 34% win rate with a 2 to 1 risk to reward, you'll make money. But I'm talking about 3 to 1. So I believe with 3 to 1, it's 26, right? I believe it's 26 out of 100. Double check that for me, guys. So you only need to win 26% of the times with the 3 to 1 risk to reward in order to make money. Okay. So notice here, lost more times than we won. But this is going for a 3 times your money target. So if you risk 1,000, you're going for $3,000 profit. All right. 17 times your money. Very, very good. Right. And I just want to show you that that's the reality. If you can't take these losers here, you're never going to get the winners. All right. And if you don't go for the proper risk to reward, then you're not going to make money either. So let's say on these winners, you made $500, but then on the losers, you lost 1,000. And a lot of traders I know, they do that because they're not able to hold on to the winners yet. because they don't understand the math and because they're new to trading. And that's why, joining a good community will help you to understand that stuff. All right. But look at this. Let's go ahead and let's look at this one. This one is pretty crazy. So the 786, there's been 9 trades recently, and only one out of those 9 trades has won. And the reason why for this is because for the 786, for this strategy, we're going for a huge target. All right. So this was 8 times our money. So if you risk 1,000, we're going for $8,000 on the 786. So literally out of 9 trades, won 1 trade, lost the other 8, and now break even. All right. A lot of bots in here today, guys. That's all good, guys. Don't worry. A lot of haters, guys. A lot of bots. We'll block them. We'll keep moving on in life. At some point in your life, guys, you're gonna have negativity, and I deal with it every single day. But we gotta keep moving forward, okay? All right, let's go right there. All right. So hit me with a 5 if you guys understand what I'm saying right there, right? And that's an 8-to-1 risk to reward. So literally here, guys, you could get away with about a 10% win rate. Okay, with about 10% win rate, guys. All right. So not bad at all. So that is the power of risk to reward. And I really wanted to show you guys that. Okay. I really, really wanted to show you guys that. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to move on to Nike. So for anybody that's in the Trading Wars Army, notice that I post a swing trade on Nike with the options, calls and puts. Okay. So anybody that's in the Trading Wars Army, so anybody that's a part of the channel, right here, you can click join. And right now there's a deal that's going on for YouTube. If you hit join, I think it's $3.99 for the first month and then $4.99 after. But we have Nike set up here. So what I like about Nike is we have a very tight inside bar. So I'm here on the weekly chart for Nike. We have a nice tight inside bar. So we're going to be playing the break of this inside bar with calls or puts, depending on where it breaks into the next few weeks. So Nike, that's a swing trade this week for the Trading Wars Army on YouTube. And also for the Trading Wars Army on YouTube, we will be releasing the newsletter at the end of October. So thank you for the support, guys. All right. So thank you for the support for everybody in the Trading Wars Army. Okay. So thank you very much. All right. So what I want to talk about now is let's just do a quick market update, and then we'll do some giveaways and Trendspider scans. All right. So let's go ahead here. All right. So if we go to the market right now, so the market is open, the SP 500 futures. So you could see that we actually opened lower, and then we had this outside bar, and we're just basically trending upwards right now. Okay. So we're just trending upwards right now. We didn't really have any decent Fibonacci pullbacks yet. So you can see we didn't even come to the 618. So I don't really put much emphasis on this. I pretty much say that this is chop, unless there's a big gap, like if we gap down or if we gap up, that's very important. But right now, this is pretty much just chop. Let's go back to the weekly chart. So what we spoke about last week was we had this high of 38.20 right here. And I feel like that line right there, 38.20, is a very important line, because if you look at the price actions, you could see that there were a lot of shorts that were shorting at this level. And I don't believe that we are going to break this easily. So 38.20 is the line in the sand that I'm watching for the bigger picture outlook on the market. And if you look at last week, remember here, if we go ahead here and I remove these drawings, we go ahead here to the monthly. Remember on SPY, we tagged the 50% retracement, okay? Which is pretty much last week's low. And this is from the COVID lows, okay? Just double click here. Right there. So right now, we're in a situation where there is big money, all right? This is not small money anymore, okay? We could have small money in these little chop zones, but this right here, we have a floor and a ceiling. And this range, okay, last week's low and the previous week's high, I'm watching that range closely to see who takes over. From there, I believe we'll have a good direction for the rest of the year until we get into next year. Okay, so I'm watching those very, very closely for swing trade opportunities. We'll see. There's a potential that we have an inside week this week, or at some point we have an inside week, and I'll be looking for that inside week to take a big swing trade if I can find any. All right. All right. So hit me with a 10 if that makes sense, guys. All right. So let's go ahead here and let's do some giveaways, my friends. And then we'll wrap this up right here. And that's it, man. I want to thank you guys again for coming out. And I really had a good time with you, my friends. It's always good. Every single week, I look forward to doing this. I look forward to getting better and to improving. That's the whole point of this game, is to get better every single day. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway for the Trading Wars Army specifically. So anyone that joined the Trading Wars Army, um, I'm going to do a giveaway. So thank you for the support. So let's see right here. Actually, so I'll give you guys a second. If you guys want to join, click the join. You can get the swing trade as well as the newsletter. And I'm going to do a giveaway right now, so you have a chance to win the giveaway as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave that open if you guys are interested. Let's do a giveaway for the chat. So if we look at last week, our biggest video last week, guys, was the one where we hit that big home run on the calls. So the 400% call options, that was the 175-point day. So I'm going to click on this. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it. Just go ahead and leave a comment on that video, and you'll have a chance to win the giveaway. I'm going to pick a random number from here. So go ahead and leave your comment in there. All right. I burn. Nice comment. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, leave your comment, guys, and we'll do a giveaway. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to say here is that focus on getting better with your strategies. That's the only way you're going to make money. That's at the end of the day. Stay consistent with your strategies too. You'll see a lot of people that that will switch strategies every week or every month, and they're always the ones that are broke. So if you want a strategy to work, to play out, first of all, you need to do the back testing. Second of all, you need to invest real money and lose money. You pretty much need to lose money in the beginning so you can understand the flaws of the system, because when you actually trade something, it's very different than hindsight. All right. And then the third thing is being consistent. Always be consistent, guys. That's one thing in life and trading. Be consistent. That's how you get results. All right. Can you comment on Tesla? Yeah, I'll take a look at that. 1 second right here.
What's up, everyone?
All right, so there we go. 55 comments. I'm going to hit the random number generator right there. Right, so there we go. 1 to 55. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Number 5. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here, this brother, Stock Hunt. I know you, brother. I've seen your comments a lot, and I want to thank you very much for continuing to support the channel. So Stock Hunt. Brother, just go ahead and hit me with the DM, with the email, whatever. Hit me in Discord, and I'll go ahead and get you your 1 month free with your book. All right, brother. Thank you. Stock Hunt right here. Thank you, sir. All right. We got 3 new signups right now. We got Mr. Bill Sadik making a positive difference. I respect that. Nimble Trades and Damon Donahue. Thank you very much. Damon. Is that probably Damon? Sorry. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining the army. So let me go ahead now and let me go to the army and let's see. So for the army, I'm not going to show all of the details because there's some confidential information in the listing. But I'm going to go ahead and get somebody right now. 1 second, guys. If you have any comments you want to ask me, you can go ahead and post them in the chat while I wrap up. And I'll try to get to your questions. All right. So the army has been growing, and I'm very happy to see that. I think it helps the algorithm on YouTube. So thank you very much, guys. All right. So the winner is Mr. Wes Amosa. Mr. Wes Amosa. Thank you very much, Mr. Wes Amosa, for supporting the Trading Wars Army. And I very much appreciate you. I hope you're watching the video. And go ahead and just hit me up. You'll collect your 1 month for free and your book, brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Wes. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Very good. Very good. All right. And while we wrap it up here, I just want to say, as always, my friends, check me out, tradingwars.com. That's the place to be. You can come trade with us live tomorrow. You get 30 days access in the Discord by buying any one of my 3 books, or you can sign up right here on the main page. The books come with the life. Yeah, you never, once you download the alerts, with alerts. And yeah, guys, I really hope you like the fib lesson there. And my career. I've basically written it in this book, 75 charts, 69 pages. All right, let's wrap this up now. So let's talk about the Tesla thing first. So I'm gonna post my levels for Tesla to watch. Very rare double outside bar pattern. Earnings is coming up the 19th of October, and many are trapped in Tesla right now. You just look on Twitter and you can see that. So I'm looking to get into a few day trades for the next few days. I think things are going to be very volatile on Tesla. I'm going to post my levels right after this. Okay, I'm going to post it right after this. Have you considered using 786 as stop loss? Yes, I have, brother. I have considered that. And so far, I don't think it's as profitable as the other ones. But that is something I have tried, so I appreciate that. On the legs, go up or down, do the previous day's high and low. So if we go down, you go from high to low. If we go up, you go from low to high, because you're just looking for the pullback. So just think about it like that. Can you do a video putting orders quickly on IBKR when you're actually trading, showing how it's done? Yes, sir. We will get to that soon. And right now, the easiest thing is like I showed you last time with the limit orders. You can also use hotkeys, but really and truly, just having two monitors is the best way. You have one monitor for your orders and one monitor for the chart. That's the quickest way, all right, to be able to put in your orders pretty quickly, all right? There we go. I'm done. I'm out of here. Thank you, guys. Leave a comment for the chance to win the giveaway next time. And if we get enough support, I'll do a giveaway tomorrow, okay? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you ready to rock and roll again tomorrow. So let's go. Take care.